Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. It is Larissa, and this is our weekly Lunch and Learn. I'm so happy to be here. It is another beautiful day, and we have a fun topic planned for you today. So, today we are talking all about money, and your mindset around money. We're going to look at what money is, how it works, and how your thinking dramatically impacts the results that you're getting. And best of all, we're going to look at how you can change your mindset if it's not working for you and what you need to do. So, if you're struggling with money, if you're earning it and not keeping it, if you feel like you're not earning enough, overspending to keep up with your lifestyle, or earning and hoarding it, and you're just afraid to lose it, then you are in the right place and today is for you. So, some of you know me, some of you don't. For our new members, I'm Larissa McCoo. I am a master results coach, trainer, truth seeker, and CEO of Abundance Academy. And I help successful entrepreneurs radically transform their life and business to create the time, money, freedom, and lifestyle that they dream of, deserve, and desire. And we do this with ease, with joy, and with flow because our company mission is to positively impact more than 1 billion people across the globe and create a brighter future for all. So, we have a big mission and we want to take you along for the ride. So I want to know who is here. Who are you? Laurie is here. Welcome, welcome. So let me know who you are and where you're from. And I want to know what questions you have or what really piqued your interest in showing up here today for our Money Mindset 101. So if you have any burning questions, I want you to pop them in the chat so I can get to them by the end of the presentation. Okay. Now, we all have a very different relationship with money, and sometimes money can be construed as many different things. Some people, when they think of money, it's like, oh my goodness, money is this beautiful thing, and I just want more of it, and I have these good feelings. Other people, they think of money and they have really negative experiences and negative feelings towards it, maybe feelings of scarcity or even guilt. And so we all have very different relationships with money. And I think I've had a few different primary influences, and I just want to share a little bit about what money meant to me when I was growing up and what it means to me today. Now, I remember when I was younger, my mom would get paid twice a month, and payday would come the 15th and the last day of the month. We'd go drive and pick up her check. We'd go to the library and cash it all together. She'd pay all her bills at the bank, and then we'd go straight to the grocery store. And we'd go buy the groceries and we'd bring them home. We'd always eat all the good stuff right at the beginning, and then everything would get paid right within payday, and then there wasn't necessarily a lot left to work with after payday. We would go and buy things on sale, right? We loved sales because that was a discount. It was a good price. And so we primarily shopped when there was a sale on. We didn't necessarily say, oh, we need this. Let's go find the best item that's like this. It was, oh, sale, 80% off. We better go check it out and see what we can buy. And so that was a lot of the influence I had around money in our home life, in our day-to-day life. Now, my grandma, she was amazing. She was very different. My grandmother, she grew up and she was in the wartime. She was in the war and she grew up saving all her money. She saved everything. She would buy multiple things if they were on sale, if she needed them, and she'd save them. Like she still had tea towels and pillowcases that were still in the plastic in her cupboards when she passed away, because they were a good price. They were the right ones that she loved, but she treated everything with extreme respect. She used to darn my socks for me. She taught my ex-husband how to darn my socks, because you don't want to throw them out because socks are expensive. And so she would save money. She'd have me read her bank statements every month. Her bank statements would come in. She didn't know how to read English. However, she did know how to read numbers, yet she still got me to read her bank statements and tell me exactly what was on them. And then she'd repeat. That was one of our conversations we'd have. And so I learned that you were supposed to save your money, just like my grandma did. And that was one of the things I did. I also, through that whole world, I also learned that could spend money, but you should only spend money on education, on a good house and a good car, and a few staples, things like a really good coat or a good pair of boots. But you only need one because you want to buy one that's going to last, and it's going to last forever or a really, really long time. And so that was my relationship with money. I liked money. I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was really cool. I used to get money for birthdays and Christmases, and our family didn't really give a lot of gifts. We got some when we were much younger, but we tended to get money from all our relatives. And so we get money, we go buy a few things, but we saved it, saved it, saved it. And that's what I was taught. I was also that it was a big way of gaining affection in our family. And so when I finally got into financial services, my idea of money changed. I didn't really know that that was a good way of thinking of money or a bad way. It just was what it was. You earn money, you save it, you buy what you need, you buy things on sale. That was what I was exposed to. That was my way of thinking. That was my mental capacity. Okay. Now, when I got into the world of financial services, that was actually one of my first careers. I started learning about money and money paradigms. I didn't know people had challenges with money. I didn't know that there were a lot of people that struggled, and most people were supposed to struggle and have this scarcity mindset about money. I learned all about that. I learned that most people have a lot of debts. I just didn't grow up with that, so it wasn't even in my realm of possibilities. And I also learned that some people could earn a lot of money and they could go buy really nice things. And so I started getting exposed to a whole new world of money. I saw people that had dreams. I saw people that went on beautiful vacations and could buy things I'd never dreamed of. And this was a different way of thinking because it hadn't even been a part of the possibilities for me when I grew up. And so this started creating a lot of curiosity, and it also led to some really interesting feelings with money, right? There was some guilt that I had more than a lot of my friends. There was guilt that I got my education paid for and my friends had to take out student loans. I never had to do that. My grandmother paid for my education. So I had a lot of real guilt associated with that. I thought that I had to invest all of my money. I had to save all my money, right? I would avoid buying certain things that were pleasurable. For example, when I was 8, I saved my money and I wanted a boombox, like those really big 5-disc changers that have like the big subwoofers or those big speakers. I had my heart set on one of those when I was 8, and I was good at saving my money. So I had like over $500 or $600 cash at that point. And I remember going, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I want one. I've saved for this for so long. And yet when it came time to make that purchase, I was like, no, I can't. Why am I throwing my money out the window? We have a nice music system at home. We can use that. And so I chose to invest my money in an actual investment. I found a Templeton high income growth fund and I invested it. That was my first actual investment. So way back then, I was already thinking about these things. I started reading books like The Wealthy Barber and learning about money so I could start getting a better relationship. And so I had this curiosity, I had this guilt, I had all these mixed feelings. It's almost like you throw a bunch of these feelings and this intrigue, this desire, yet this negativity and this scarcity into a big pot and you make a big soup out of it. And that's how I essentially started my professional career. Now, why am I sharing all this with you? Well, money is actually really simple. I ended up making it something really, really complicated. But when it boils down to it, money is energy. Money is energy. And if you have a pen and paper, I want you to write that down. Okay. Money is energy. And energy is everywhere. Energy is in me, it's in you, it's between us through this electronic device that you're watching and through my computer. Everything has an energetic frequency, and money is an energy. Money is actually something that we exchange in these days, and we exchange it for service. Now, if some people can't exchange money for something they need, then money is actually not worth anything. If you think back to the trading days, I mean, if you had some food and you exchanged it for let's say, a gun, right? The hunters and gatherers, the gun would be valuable to someone that goes and hunts, right? That money wouldn't be valuable to them unless they could purchase a gun to go hunt for their food and then exchange that food to you for something else that they might need. And so money is something that we use in exchange for service. And so often when we really think about money, it doesn't necessarily, money itself doesn't bring happiness. It's what you can do with the money. So I want you to think, like, if you had $100,000 or $1 million or $10 million or $100 million in your life, whatever money you desire, what would you actually do with that money? I want to know. So pop that in the chat. What are some things that you would want to do with the actual money you have? Okay, what would you actually do with the money? And if you don't know how much you want, I also want you to think about how much money would you like to have? Because the thing is, the universe gives you everything you need. And if you don't know what you would want to do with the money and you don't have a need for the money, why would the universe deliver it to you? If you don't even know how much money you want or how much money you need, it can't be presented to you. Often when I talk to people, they're like, I want freedom. Well, how much money do you need in order to have freedom? I want to buy what I want. I want to do what I want. I want to have what I want. Well, how much money is that to you? Like, what number is it? And that's a big thing. So key is, money is energy. What do you want to do with the money you have? And how much money do you actually want and need? These are three really big key points. Okay. So what would you do with the money? Okay. So Kelsey is crystal clear as to what she would do. She would start a nonprofit to help provide kids education in 195 countries. And she had some clarity around this goal a few months ago, but it wasn't until she started acting on this goal, on this idea of helping kids all around the world to bring education, to bring a better way of living, bring a better way of thinking, that she got crystal clear on that she wanted to be in 195 countries and she wanted to do a lot of it herself, and she wants some help because she can't do it all by herself. She's expanded her vision. Okay, someone else wants to buy the farm or ranch, still not clear on which way to go. Okay, so this is your job. Keep crystallizing it. Go look at farms, go look at ranches, go see how much they cost. Actually take a look at it. Call a realtor like you're about to make that purchase. Like, hey, like, what do we need to do in order to set this up? How does it work? And show up like you actually want it, because you won't be able to attract the things you desire or the money you desire to purchase them if you don't know what they are. So that is a really key point. That is going to take the energy that you're investing from your heart and soul, from your mind, and direct it and channel it. Now, you want to channel your energy with absolute certainty, because the more you do that, the faster you're going to get it. It's actually going to put you into hyperdrive. It's going to get you there in warp speed. So those are some things I want you to consider. One, money is energy, and energy it's all around us. It's like it's in our world. And energy can transfer forms. It can move from one state to another, from one place to another. And the money we earn is in exchange for the service we provide, okay, or for the products we sell. So you need to have products or services or something that you offer people in order to earn the money you do. And money itself isn't going to bring you happiness. However, what money can buy is what you're ultimately looking for. That's where you're going to get the satisfaction that you're looking for. And that you need to be crystal clear on what you want and how much money it's going to cost you. Now, there's something called the law of compensation. And the law of compensation states that your income is in direct proportion to the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing you. And so once you identify how much money you want, your job is to go serve. Be amazing at what you do, give people things they want and need, and get really good at it so they will want to pay you, keep coming back to you, and you will always have an influx of money coming in your door. Okay, so law of compensation is huge. Now, sometimes when we look at money, we have these money paradigms, and I talked about money paradigms. And money paradigms are how we think about money. It's your belief system about money. So for me, I had certain beliefs growing up that money is something that you have to earn by the hour. Okay. I thought you had to go earn money by the hour. That was a belief system I had. I've learned that you can earn money in many different ways. You can earn money residually through investments. I love investing. I love having money come to me when I sleep. I've learned that you can earn money through business and have other people help you along the way so they can earn money. And then you can also earn a portion of that. I've also learned that you can earn money for service and for the results you get for people instead of just by the hour. And so these are the ways I've started to shift my perspective of money. And I've also learned that the possibility of earning money is infinite, whereas before I thought it was limited based on what an employer would give you. Okay, so this is one way that I used to think about money, and I have started to shift my thinking about money. And so, what is your money paradigm? What is your belief system? Do you believe you have to buy everything on sale? Do you believe you have to have the cash for everything before you make a purchase? Do you believe that you have to only make commitments to yourself that involve finances before, like until you have, once you have the money? Or can you make those commitments and then believe that the money will come? So these are different money beliefs that you might want to start looking at. Like, what are the beliefs that you have in your life about money? Okay. What are some of the thoughts? What are the actual words in your head? If you close your eyes, or if you look at your life, or think about what you say to people about money, what are those things? And if you want to share them in the chat, go ahead. I'd love to know that. Oh, someone wants an indoor pool. Yes, definitely an indoor pool. So you want to really look at your belief system about money. Now, one of the things is that belief system is actually, it's deep in our unconscious mind. It's deep in our neurology. It's deep in our world. And this belief system lives way below the surface of our conscious awareness until you bring it up to its consciousness. And when you start questioning your belief system, it can get very uncomfortable at first. However, once you gain a level of understanding, once you start to learn how money works, once you start to learn how money can work, you can very quickly change your belief system around money and start creating new beliefs that actually can and do serve you. Okay, so what would you, instead of some of these limiting beliefs, what would you like your new belief system to be? I want you to ask yourself that, because as soon as you start doing that, you can make a decision, and you can make a committed decision to adopt that new belief system. You can make a committed decision to go learn about money and how the actual concrete dollars in your world do work from an investment perspective, because ultimately money is energy. And when you energetically bring good feelings, good desire, curiosity, excitement, enthusiasm to the money that you have, good things can and will come from it. Okay. So your job is to get curious about money, start changing your feelings towards money, start changing your relationship with money in order to attract more of it, in order to keep more of it in your life, not from a hoarding perspective, but to grow the money so that you can create the impact you desire, so that you can attract the other opportunities into your life. Right? You never want to just keep all the money in your bank account and let it grow, grow, grow. You want to have a way for it to flow to and through you, because money is meant to be used. Money is actually meant to be distributed. It's not meant to just sit in one place. So this is why it's really clear to know what you want and what money is going to buy for you. Know how much money you want. Look at your belief system around money. And those beliefs that are not actually helping you, decide what you want your new beliefs to be and change them. Start changing them. And you're going to start changing them one belief at a time, one action at a time, one scary decision at a time. And the thing is, as soon as you make a decision, the way you tell the universe you've actually made the decision is by backing it with action. You make a decision and then you go do something about it immediately, because there's nothing worse than decisions just sitting on the shelf. They get heavy, heavy, heavy and then nothing happens. Okay. So how you lock in your decision is by actually going and doing something about it. It's like I am a money master. Well, you can go set up an investment account and start learning about how money works so you can grow your nest egg so that you can have that future, and you can create that charity so that you can create those opportunities for other people, for your family, and for the legacy that it is that you desire. So ultimately, if you have some money programs, I think sometimes we have negative feelings towards that. And if you have negative programming towards your money, realize that you're not responsible for your programming. You are responsible for changing it. So use this as information, let the guilt go, get over it. And just from today forward, realize you can make a new decision today. So from today forward, you can change your programming, you can shift your mindset and everything that you bring to it, and make a decision to live in abundance. Make a decision to live with money in your life. Make a decision to earn more money, to attract more money, to invest more money, to spend more money, because you can start spending money when you earn more money. And I've never met a really, really, truly broke person that was extremely happy, right? If you can't afford to eat, if you can't afford to clothe yourself, if you can't afford to live, I've never actually run across anyone that is in that situation that is completely, truly happy. Money doesn't buy happiness. However, it does create the opportunities for us to live much more comfortable lives. It creates opportunities for us to create impact all around the globe, just like Kelsey does, right? Kelsey deciding she is living her financial dreams. Beautiful. And that's what it takes. One day, one step at a time. Okay. So I hope that helps. How much money do you want? What are you going to do with the money? Okay. How much money do you want? What are you going to do with the money? What are those negative beliefs that are standing in your way? What beliefs would you rather have that would actually serve you? And then let's get a plan together, make a decision, and back it by action. So that's it for today. I hope that you have got a lot out of this. If you feel like you're like, okay, I am in a place where I know I need some help with my money. I'd like to have a better relationship. And I get what you said in theory, Larissa, but I don't know how to apply it to myself. Then what I want you to do is I want you to reach out to me or my team. You can pop a comment in the chat so you can reach out to us by direct message, and we will actually have a conversation with you. We would love to sit down. We would love to have a conversation with you and help you identify what your financial programming actually is. You have programs that are running in the back of your mind, and we can help identify a plan to move you forward in a better direction in order to change that. So if that's something that you want help with, if you're like, yeah, I get this, I like it, I want more, and I want a deeper dive into this, then I want you to reach out to me. I want you to reach out to my team. And Kelsey, if you could pop a link to my calendar in the chat, we'll pop a calendar link in the chat so you can just book right from there. So you have yourselves a beautiful day, and I will see you guys again next week. Next week, we are talking about bridging the gap from dreaming to doing. So dreaming is something we love to do. Doing is the action and the activity we do on a daily basis to achieve our goals. And often we get stuck in one of these areas more than another. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to bridge that gap between what we dream and what we do so we can achieve success faster than you ever thought possible. Bye for now.